I wish I knew, honestly. I don't. To say that I have read a bunch of books myself would be a lie. I've listened to Ram Dass, Becoming Nobody. I did read The Doors of Perception by Aldous Huxley. It's essentially just those people. And then I just tied together a bunch of stuff, like the double slit experiment was something I heard about a long time ago, where light changes its state based on observation. And I was like, that fucking ain't possible. It's like, that's like reality's rendering, and it is rendering. But how is that light aware of your consciousness? Well, because consciousness has to be connected. And if it's all connected, it's probably just one. And then I got into understanding that, like, when I'm looking at something, I'm not actually looking at something out in front of me. I'm creating the image. My eyes are giving me data. That's it. It's not creating the image. That image exists, the film of the camera, essentially. Where does it exist? And then I got into doing, mushrooms for depression after a divorce. And I always push everything way too far. So I took a lot more than people say to take. And I literally just found myself in that awareness. I found myself just there. I knew it. It was so funny. I laughed. I thought, wow, what a beautiful fucking riddle that you have laid. It's literally your creation. Therefore, you can't ever truly explain it to anybody because it's something that people have to find on their own. You have to see it to believe it. You're not going to get there logically. You can to a certain extent, but like I'm listening to Diary of a CEO right now where he's talking to a lady who says you can talk to the dead. And I understand that. And I understand the telepathy tapes. And I understand a bunch of this stuff that other people would be like, I don't know if that's possible. That's why it's not possible for you, because you don't know that it's possible. But for me, I've experienced it. So, if you wanted books, the Power of Positive Thinking, Becoming Nobody, Doors of Perception. I think just those three, if you get on Audible, you'll find similar books and it will do everything you need it to do. I just really honestly believe that like until you have the perceived physical experience, it's going to be really hard to wrap your mind around, like really hard. But it's a dream. That's the easiest way to say it, okay? When you look at this, you're looking at me right now on your phone. Do you realize that the image that you're experiencing does not exist in your hand like you think it does? Because your eyes are like camera lenses. So where's the film? Where is the film that you're observing, and how the fuck does that work? You start to realize like, oh, it must work exactly like a dream. And it does. And there's no physical anything in a dream. You don't need anything physical. You don't wake up and go, where'd that dream take place? Nowhere. Everything is one big thought, and we're all sharing it to some capacity. And if we share thoughts to a certain capacity, we exist in the same reality. And as soon as we shift that, we don't exist in the same reality. And the evidence of that would be the Mandela effect. The talk of astral projection is not that crazy when you realize that your consciousness isn't confined to your body. It never has been. That's just your perception. So when you learn to break that lie, you can move your consciousness around. The telepathy tapes is a really good one to listen to. I never finished it. I find it to be counterproductive to allow other people to define things for me when I've come this far myself. So I kind of just try to stay within myself, and I try to observe more and more and gain a greater understanding. Like it's like if part of your body hurts, you feel that where it hurts. But wherever it hurts just has nerve endings that can send you information telling you it hurts. The sensation is being created by your consciousness. And where it's placed in your body, same thing. Like my back hurts. My back can't hurt. My back can't hurt. It can tell me it hurts. It can feed me data. My nervous system can say, hey, problem. But the actual sensation that I experience is in my consciousness. So, yeah, I wish I had more. I wish I had more examples to give people outside of myself. But the only thing I can say is I'm pretty dedicated to explaining it. So maybe I'll be able to explain it in a way that everybody will understand eventually. But I cheated to get here. I took medicine that elevated my consciousness beyond its current or its previous capabilities. I started thinking things I never would have even considered to think. And it was because instead of trying to understand it logically, I thrusted myself into it. I experienced it. And I don't think there's, to my knowledge, any book that can do that. But I will keep trying my best to explain it.